On today's adventure, I show off my kayaking skills. My friend decides to paddle off of a ledge, and we do this against the backdrop of some beautiful mountains. This is the beautiful Sea to Sky Highway, arguably one of the most scenic drives in all of Canada. It runs from Vancouver to Whistler and beyond, winding along the rugged coastline of Howe Sound. But we're here for another reason: to paddle the famed River of Golden Dreams. My friend is headed to the takeout point in his car and will trundle back on his bike while I keep an eye on things here. I definitely got the better deal. Alright, we are on the Alta River and we're going to be heading on the River of Golden Dreams here in BC. Catching up to my buddy. During the summer season, this route sees thousands of visitors make the 5-kilometer paddle from their start on Alta Lake to their finish at Green Lake, a glacier-fed lake known for its vibrant turquoise color. There are tour operators here that offer guided trips down the river each year, but today we're going to try it for ourselves. We start by heading southward on Alta Lake to do some exploring. This is actually in the opposite direction of our destination, but we both wanted to do some sightseeing. Enjoying the scenery of Whistler and Blackcomb Mountains in the background, we make our way up the lake on this, our first paddle of the year. As we approach the start of the River of Golden Dreams, it's immediately apparent this is also a favorite spot for wildlife. Blackbird? My first impression of this route is that it's gentle and forgiving. Shallow waters with riverbanks very close at hand. But we would soon discover after a short portage just how close the riverbanks would get. On this section, there were places so tight we couldn't even get our paddles in the water. Hope it doesn't get much narrower than this. But it would. Eventually, we arrived at a ledge with a nice ramp where wise paddlers would take their boats out to safely portage around the drop-off. Yeah? Well, you first. Didn't look so bad. Here we go. Better than carrying it. My celebration was short-lived. My seat came loose and hit my camera. All right, once I turn around this kayak. Soon we reached an important point. Depending on the height of the river as indicated by a water gauge, you either could safely proceed or had to get your boat off the water. So if the water's in the red zone, you have to pull the kayak or the canoe out because you won't be able to make it underneath the bridges. Or at least one of them. Now into the current. It was safe for us to proceed today, but we would find out later why making the wrong decision here could lead to a disastrous situation downstream.
Getting fun now. Very nice. Love this.
In high water conditions, traveling under this bridge would be impossible. Pushed by the strong current, a boat could get pinned against the concrete bridge with terrifying consequences.
That was the only real hazard, isn't it?
That was the lowest bridge we encountered, and the rest of our journey today would be a piece of cake. In 1914, Myrtle and Alex Phillip established Rainbow Lodge on the shores of Alta Lake. This fishing lodge quickly became a popular retreat, attracting visitors from Vancouver and beyond. Alex Phillip would paddle honeymooners down this serene river under the moonlight. He affectionately dubbed it the River of Golden Dreams and Romance, aiming to enchant visitors with its idyllic ambience. However, there's some debate about the river's naming. While Phillip claimed the title, others believe it was inspired by the 1930 song Down the River of Golden Dreams, popularized by the Boswell sisters. We happily bounce our boats down this windy river, powered by its surprisingly strong current, our paddles often relegated to mostly a steering roll. We are both excited to see Green Lake. It is nestled among the coast mountains and has a very distinctive color. I've learned that its distinctive turquoise color results from rock flour, fine particles of glacial silt suspended in the water. These particles scatter sunlight, giving the lake its vibrant hue. So definitely without using any video trickery at all, my partner and I significantly pick up the pace. And in no time at all, we reach Green Lake, which on an overcast day like today is not so green. But with such a scenic paddle behind us and the beautiful mountains in front, I can't ask for anything more. Thanks for watching.